Andreas, I am sorry about what is happening to Brother Piero. I do not know him well, but I find it hard to believe he could have killed the Baron. You know, do you have any idea who might have done it? Did you see anything? Sadly, no. Most mornings I spend my time reading in the courtyard, but the rain made that impossible. And although the brothers are friendly, I do not know them well enough to speculate. I am sorry. I know it might be far from your mind, but have you considered my offer to eat with you and the townspeople? I completely forgot about that. The gospel says that man cannot live on bread alone, but from time to time, a little bread is required. I do need to not now, but perhaps later. Definitely. Of course, I understand. God give you health. Until later. Hello you, welcome back to Pentiment, where I have no real clue who has done what. We're in the middle of a murder investigation. So far we basically have 3 prime suspects, based on stuff it's the widow, Otelia, or something, because she did not like the Baron Rothvogel, who is the murder victim, and her husband's cane was broken, and I think it's basically the gossip of the town that Baron Lawrence Rothvogel beat up her husband, and he died from the sweets of the damages he got, or something like that. So she's one suspect. Then we have Prior Ferenc, who is very, very shady. For one, who was blackmailed by Lawrence to try and perform some sort of occult ritual, which would have gotten him into trouble with the Inquisitors. So yeah, that's a pretty strong motive. And then there's also Sister Matilda, who I think is the I think she is the sister who got injured in this by whatever the Baron did. There's supposed to be reports about that in the library. I need to wait until nighttime before I can go there, though, because the nuns are in there. Otto, right now, basically, just walking. Those are my 3 main suspects. I'm walking around trying to kill some time, going to give some money to Clara because we lied to Father Matthew about Father Gurno being okay with giving me an advance on my work. So I didn't want to lie to him, but the game forced me into lying to him. Hey, Andreas. I'm trying to remember where the Gurnos live? Not the Gurnos, Gartners. I think it's this way. It's been a few days. Been out of commission for a few days as well. Sore throat, better now. Okay, here we are, Clara. We also should go talk to Smokey or Smoker or whoever the hell it is that lives in the forest. Up here. We have a lot of people we should talk to, but yeah. Oh, Clara. Hello, Andreas. Oh, hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. I mean, please, Clara, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Let's ignore the urchin who keeps waking me up in the middle of the night by poking me with a stick. She's not really an urchin, but, you know. But Andreas, how did you ever find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Let's be honest here. I convinced Brother Matthew to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure that you could pay your taxes in time. Oh, God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. 1,001 times, then. Until later. Paid in full. Is it really? Clara seemed very grateful for the money. Hopefully this will help alleviate some of the Gertner's money troubles. And we have a few more pages. There's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. Ava, how are you and Otto doing? Hello, Andreas. We don't know. Now I need to find a way to waste some time. I don't know how to progress time. If this was Disco Elysium, I'd sit down and read a book. Not that I ever needed to, because there was so much to do there. Here, I guess I talk to people. Hey, Andreas. Andreas. I guess we go into the woods. There was also the angry stonemason guy. You're still spinning yarn. Who doesn't want to talk to me. Because reasons. This was the widow. And I found half the cane in here. The broken cane. I haven't found the other cane. We know that the Baron was killed by blunt force trauma. To the back of his head. And I still think that Church and Ruckus, sure. There's a big blood stain on the wall of the chapter house. I still think that's where he got hit. Either he got hit there and the blood spattered on the wall, or he was knocked into there and bled on the wall and then crawled to wherever he was. But there was no blood apart from on the wall and on the floor. So if he would have traveled, crawled, whatever, gone to where we found the body, there should have been a blood trail. And I don't think, here in the Renaissance, I don't think, they really have the means to clean up blood that fast without leaving any kind of trace. Because if so, they would have also cleaned up the wall. Father Thomas? God be with you, Andreas. I guess we go into the forest then. Yeah, really don't know how to spend time. Smokey's home. Hello, there are people here now. There weren't people here last time I was here. Smokey, let's talk to you last. Who's you? Václav? Oh, hello. Hello? You're not a local, are you? No. I'm staying in Tassing only briefly. Huh. Is Smokey a friend of yours? No. I mean, I didn't know him before coming to Tassing, but he's let me stay with him. So yes, I suppose he is. People don't much like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town. Well, they actually called, I guess they were called Romani back then. And I guess they would use the word Romani about themselves. While everyone else would say gypsies. Romani, huh? I mean, sure, I do search to find whatever is different. It's the differences in artist's style that makes their work unique, that is sure. But there's also this. Different is merely different. Not necessarily better or worse. Different can be worse. Different can be better. It all depends. But yeah, it's merely different. Not better or worse. Not to most folk. I haven't seen you too often. Do you live here? I'm only visiting Tassing as well. My name is Andreas. Andreas Mahler. Oh. You're the artist staying up at the Abbey. Well, I work at the Abbey. I'm staying at the Druckers. No, Gertners. Goddammit. Druckers, Gertners, Gurno, Bauer. There's too many names now. It's nice to meet you. Most folk in Tassing don't come down here to talk. Right, I'm Václav, a traveling tinker. A tinker, eh? I travel from place to place, sharpen knives, mend small things that need mending, that sort of thing. Oh, so what brought you to Tassing, Václav? I have no idea how to pronounce that name, so Václav it is. Well, I, actually came to visit Kirseau's library. I had hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but... Read what to you? I mean, books, yeah, but what kind of books? The abbot wouldn't let me in. But... Well, yeah, if you mean the library, sure. But also this, it's a great shame that Kirseau hides its books away from the town. Everyone should have access to knowledge. You will have, eventually, we're racing towards the Enlightenment age, the age of Enlightenment, where everyone's gonna be able to, well, most everyone, is gonna be able to read and write, eventually. We are alike in that regard, Master Mahler. So, what were you looking for? Maybe I can help? Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial, as Aristotle says, then God didn't create them. They exist with him, since the dawn of time. Yeah, sure, Genesis clearly says that the Lord created the heavens and the earth, but, you know. There's always the question of, what was before God then? What created God? And if the answer is, he was always there, well, then that's a lazy answer. Something must have created God. Something must have created that something. Where did everything come from? Something is created from something. Who created what? Who created whom? In which order? In what order? Don't know. Again. Agnostic here, not religious. So, whatever's out there, may be out there, may not be out there, we'll never know. I just find the thoughts fascinating. So that is a fascinating idea. What was before the Big Bang? Don't know. Was there a Big Bang? If someone created something, that might have been the Big Bang. I don't know, we'll never know. It's interesting to speculate, though. That's a fascinating idea. Let's move on. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Yes. In Genesis, when did God create the angels and the demons? I don't think that's mentioned. I don't know, I haven't... Shit, I haven't read the Bible since I was 14 or 15 or something. I've tried to read through it once or twice after that, but it's so stiff and boring. Maybe I should give it another jolly good go. Of the 5 elements, angels are fire and air, and demons are water and earth. And the world was ether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in deep caves and pools. Huh. You know, I've never considered it that way before. You might be onto something. I did not expect such open dialogue with you, Master Mahler. Few men with your stature would entertain such ideas with someone like me. What do you mean, someone like you? A Romani? I don't care. Anyway, I should get back to work. Until later, Václav. Primordial elements, huh? Sure. Smoky? Oh, Master Mahler. Yes? We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smoky. Well, Adam. But people call me Smoky and the Bandit. Well, I guess... me personally, when it comes to names and faces, I am absolutely horrible with them. But Andreas can be the opposite, so Andreas remembers. Yes, I remember. Ah, good. So is there anything I can do for you? No, I'm just being friendly and killing time. Oh, of course. Good to see you. Until next time, Master Mahler. Until then. Well, that didn't give me much. Go to the shrine. Go, he mentioned the waterfall. Oh, there's someone here now. Broken full of books. Books. Old Otto. So we have young Otto and old Otto? Just like Cato the younger and Cato the older? Good to see you, Andreas. Okay. From the snow melt. Yep. Old salt mine. I think I went here too, but there was no one here. And there's still no one here. There's still really nothing here except just a mine. Yep. Before the Via Imperii opened up. Well, damn. It is nuns, I think. Yes. It is afternoon. Should I go and talk to people in the... Because I think I've talked to most people up at the Abbey. I guess we go back to the... We can go down here. To the mill. Because down here, Roman ruins, there's nothing. Lenhart, I haven't spoken to you, I think. Afternoon. You're the Gertner's boarder, aren't you? Thought that said hoarder first. How could you tell? You've the sallow look of a man who doesn't see the sun much. Oh, you're a bit of a bookworm yourself. Or, no, I'm a bookworm. Quite unlike the Gertners. Well, you know, they're farmers. You expect them to act like kings? Well, a little dignity wouldn't hurt them. They bleat like sheep when times get hard. Only Ava's got a backbone. How is she, by the way? She is dating Otto, or being courted by Otto. Stay away. She's fine. Why? I'm only curious. She used to bring their barley to me, but Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I had hoped to foster that. You know, I haven't seen such a marvelous windmill since my time in Flanders. When was Don Quixote penned? Did people know about the crazy knight battling a windmill thinking it was a giant at this time? Don't know. There are many in the farmlands along the Ley, particularly west of Ghent. Is this a road or a river? I don't know. The Leys. A lovely, range of hills. River, actually. It's the Ley in Flanders, the Leys in France. Ah, thank you. Of course, the Ley. I misheard you. She's the only windmill in Bavaria. Did you know? Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications. The gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious dolts here can appreciate it. Except you. And Ava. I mean, I suspect that they have more urgent matters on their minds, like farming, taking care of the animals, spinning the wool, paying their goddamn taxes that keeps getting raised all the time, which means they need to farm more and take care of the animals better and spin more wool so they can afford to pay the taxes, which will get raised so they need to farm even. I should be going. Until later. Until then, Mahler. Oh, not a master Mahler, eh? But just Mahler. Yes. We don't know. Paul. Hello. Paul, right? I don't think we've talked before. I'm Andreas. I'm staying with the Gärtners. Oh, but you're not a farmer. Why are you living with the farmers? Well, they are letting me board with them while I work in the Abbey's scriptorium. You're a monk? No, I'm an artist. Oh, like you do drawings? Drawing, painting, calligraphy. If it goes in a book, I can put it there. Oh, is that... How do you get money? What? The Abbey pays me, of course. Art is a job, just like being a miller is a job, but it's also a calling. My dad says drawing's stupid. It's not worth anything. Do you like to draw? Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Don't. Because his dad told him, so he's gonna believe his dad over a stranger. And unless he says something outrageous like the world is flat, then stay out of it. Do you like to draw, Paul? Yes! More than anything. But I have to do it where Dad can't see because he said drawing is stupid. He gets mad. Well, Mom, I'm sorry to hear that. But if it means a lot to you, maybe he doesn't need to know. Can I tell you a secret? Nothing on this earth would please me more, young Master Miller. Sometimes I draw in the ruins, in the meadow, where Dad can't see. Ah, so you're the artist. The Romans would have been honored. They loved defacing monuments. What do you draw? Cats, moms. Moms? Mom? I don't know. Stuff. I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Dad won't like it. Well, you're probably right. I'll go. Until later, Paul, and hey, keep drawing, all right? I will. Bye. Huh? Glass windows, probably made in the Low Countries. Outer farms. Have I ever been to the outer farms? I don't think so. Else? Good afternoon. Forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mahler, master artist. Oh, a master at such a young age, it's impressive. Well, I admit I'm not quite a master yet. I'm still finishing my masterpiece. What is that like? Well, you know, it's hard work, but it pays off in the end after I'm dead and when my work gets appreciated, but I will not be paid very much while I'm alive. Ah, to live a dream. You can, you know, you have the right to, just like anyone. To do what? I've my family to care for. Leonhard, Paul, my sweet angel. The mill. Oh, I do apologize. We didn't even get properly introduced. You must be Els Müllerin? Yes, that's me. I heard Clara and Ava had an artist boarding with them. That must be very exciting. Well, they have treated me very well. Perhaps Ava more than Clara, Oh. Sure. Living on a farm among the townspeople. Isn't it very lively? Only when ill Peter wakes in the night and can't find the chamber. Oh, you're ill Peter. Ill Peter. Ah. So we have Peter, who's Clara's husband, and we have ill Peter. Gets kind of confusing. People with the same name living in the same household. Well, so far it seems a life like most others. Oh, but have you not traveled much? Artists go on a wonder jar, yes? There must be many differences in the ways people live. Well, I do imagine Antwerp will soon become the gem of the Northern Sea. It was illustrious. Oh my, so much out there. But I have to take care of my darling Paul. He is so shy. He sure as heck didn't seem shy. I pray the Lord may someday bless us with a daughter. Oh? Bells? Have you finished with your gabble? There's work that needs doing. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to get to my labors. Of course, I do apologize if I have bothered you. Until later, Mr. Smillerin. Until then. So Lenhart seems like kind of a douchebag too. So we have that douchebag, then we have Bauer, who's a giant douchebag. Helena? Andreas Mahler. What brings you all the way out here? What brings me here? Wanderlust? Killing time? I guess, I saw Agnes, and she said she's been tending to you. How are you doing? I'm alright, thank you. It's hard not to be fearful, given how things went last time. Oh right, you're the pregnant woman. And last time you had problems in childbirth. You had a miscarriage, probably. And that's why Carl was up at the Abbey, praying to Saint Moritz. That's how it was. Let's not rip open an old wound, eh? Bah humbug. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. It's just how life goes sometimes, especially at this point in history. I'll say a prayer for your family, Helena. I mean, it doesn't do much, but it makes her feel better. Yes, let's keep my own personal opinions out of this. God bless you, Andreas. Hello, Carl. Hello, Andreas. Till? Oh. Hello, Master Mahler. So in the outer farms we only have Till, and we have Carl and Helena and soon family. Right? But then what? I need the time to become later. How do I make the time become later? I don't even know which one of these is supposed to be the now. Probably this, because this is Nuns, hour 13, which is what it is now. Gathering evidence. This also happened at hour 13. I spoke with the Lucky and he was evasive about his relationship with the Baron. I should follow him to see if I can learn anything more. Let's do that then. That's gonna kill a few hours. Because I didn't want to do that because I wanted to go and do the whole body thing. To make sure I didn't miss that. But now I have some time to kill. So Lucky. Leave me be, Andreas. He's not being forthright, seems eager to get away. If I wait here, but should I do it now? It'll probably take a while. Yes, I'll observe, I'll follow Lucky now. Guys, I need to kill some time. He's gonna go fish. He's gonna go fish. Very sneaky, Andreas. Ooh. Gret? Oh dear, is something the matter with the Zimmerman's basin? Should we lie? No, because that's just gonna start some kind of rumor, probably. Nothing going on here. I'm just having a rest. How are you doing? You're looking very well. Very healthy. Oh, you, such a flirt. I've been taking a restorative made by that new doctor in town, Werner Stoltz. Should really go talk to him too. Being a parent is terribly exhausting, you know. Of course you don't. But I'm sure you will someday. Nice man like you. Are the Gertners feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. That should perk you right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirits. Bread is good. I'm delivering it to Father Thomas. You know how the father loves his bread. He's quite the bread enthusiast. My favorite customer. That's all well and good, but I gotta go. You should come by the bakery more often, Andreas. Anna would love to see you. It's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. Pardon me, Gret, but I just remembered that I had left the Gertner's door open. Until later. Oh, of course, until later. The Renaissance equivalent of, oh, I left the oven on. Oh, Father Thomas. Not suspicious at all, Andreas. Master Marler, here you are finally at church and it's not even Sunday. Afternoon. Have you seen Lucky? He's over in the churchyard somewhere. Hefting stones. Why do you ask? But, oh. Afternoon, Father Thomas. How's my favorite customer? Ah, Gret. You know I can't live without my rye. You're too kind. Please enjoy it with my well wishes. I should be off. Be well, you two. Be well. Oh, hello. Here's Lucky. Andreas was looking for you. I shouldn't have said that. Probably. I told you to leave me in peace. What are you doing here? Lucky, no long time no see. How are you? Still angry? Have you suffered a head injury in the 10 minutes since we last spoke? It's been way longer than 10 minutes because the last time no, not really, because spoke with Lucky, went and did a crap ton of other things, then we went and spoke with Lucky again, I guess. So never mind. Are you following me, Andreas? Yes? Maybe not be honest all the time? God damn it, I told you to leave me alone! Lucky, leave the man be. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Now tell me, how is my wall? The damage is not difficult to repair. I can do it next week. And I can put the fallen stones back up now. That would be marvelous. I'm sure the lady would appreciate it too. But please, don't risk yourself. Get some younger men to help you. Need a hand, Lucky? I guess not. Don't throw out your back, though. Oh, hello. Old Otto? Afternoon, Father Thomas. Andreas. Lucky, see you soon. Don't work too hard, eh? Even at his age, Lucky is quite able. Only Big Jorg can match his strength. Thank you for your labors, Lucky. That's a nice wall you have there. Father Thomas might know where the men go fishing. Probably by the waterfall, because I saw old Otto there. But if I ask him, he'll know I actually am following Lucky, which he could tell Lucky later. Lucky would be unhappy with that, no matter what I choose. Especially since I already admitted to following him. He would be furious if rumor got around town that I suspect him of killing Lawrence. And it's not a good idea to get on the bad side of a man who's so strong. I doubt I could hold my own against him. Know your limits. Yes. Already seen old Otto there, so I don't think I need to ask it. I'm just gonna scurry off after Lucky. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, goodbye. Very unusual man. Oh. Okay. What am I doing here? Ah! I didn't know what I was gonna do. What was that? Nothing. I guess I just do that. Ooh. You're catching a lot of it. No, get that shit away. But sure. Well, I do suppose it's better than letting them suffer. Because they're kind of asphyxiating just being there, so... Kill them first, if you gotta. Until later, Otto. You're going down towards the salt mine, are you? Where you're carrying flowers to the grave that's at the end of the path that I have not been allowed to read. Yep. So have I been following someone who's just been paying respects to the dead? Starting to look like it. Let's find out who is buried over here. Zwei... Yeah, 2 innocents. That's strange. Are there 2 people? Are there 2 people are buried here? Are there 2 people buried here? Children, perhaps? Could they be Lucky's children? But... why would they be buried outside of the churchyard, then? It's almost like someone was trying to hide them. Oh, and it left a note with the flowers? Remember the girl, 1 grave for 2 innocents, where the red bird flies. Matins, chapter, house. Isn't that basically in the exact same note that the Baron got? Lucky got the same note? Because I kind of doubt Lucky printed these out somehow. The printer in town could have printed the notes. There's a printer in town, kind of. He has a little workshop in the ass end of the room. Very similar to the other notes I've found. Yeah, a lot of these going around. Someone's trying to lure Lucky to the chapter house to kill Baron Rothvogel, and lure Matilda there, and lure Prior Ferenc there. And they also lured Baron Rothvogel there with basically this note. It remains to be seen if he did. Starting to think that maybe he didn't. Damn, I've lost Lucky. This grave does seem important to him, but could it be motive enough for him to kill Lawrence? I won't know until I figure out who's buried here. It's time to eat. Vespers. Compline. I think that's when I maybe should find someone to eat with. Maybe then I can sneak into the library. At the end of Lucky's fishing session with old Otto, Lucky went down to the old salt mine. I saw him kneel and lay flowers by a small grave. After he left, I read the gravestone. The inscription said, 2 innocents. What on earth could that mean? It's starting to sound like basically every clue goes back to the library. I'm really hoping I will not have a limited amount of time to look for clues in the library, because then I might definitely be chasing the wrong threads, or I could end up chasing the wrong threads more likely. Well, I want to go see if I can find the good brother Sevet, because he's been wanting to eat with me and the townsfolk. So why not? Not church, you were basically here-ish. You were in the garden, in the courtyard last time I saw you. You were in here. Are you still here, brother? No. No. So where would you hide then? Where would you be? In the large garden? I wouldn't mind being a little animal fence. A little bit nice to him. There's no one guarding the cellar. Oh, if I was a... I could... There you are. Hello. Sebat. No one's guarding the cellar, but doesn't... It's probably locked, though, because otherwise Brother Piero would be able to just lift it up, despite his old age. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have time to eat with me and some of the townspeople? Of course, I'll talk to Gret and see who she wants to come along. Where should we meet you? At the shrine of Saint Moritz. I'll see you there. Look at his smile. You're so happy. Until then. Oh. Damn, that's a lot of people. Oh, my. Andreas? Yes? Are these all of the mothers from Tassing and their children? Well, no, I don't think it's all of them. See, that's Ursula, right? Paul, Hans, Anna, Gret, Clara, Elena Pfeifferin couldn't make it. It's a long walk up here in her condition. And Heddy said that Hans was too big for stories. Oh, so that's not Hans. No. So who the hell are you? I thought you were Hans. See? Me and names. And faces. Stories? Stories of your homeland? Berthold. I like stories. Oh, what a smile. Yes, maybe a little too much. Ha! All right, I can tell a story, but first let us pray together and eat. Oh Lord, thank you for bringing us together as you brought Jesus to his disciples on the road to Emmaus. With the breaking of bread between us, let us recognize each other as Christians and rejoice in our salvation through you. Amen. Big fat load of amens. And I thank you and your husband for this bread, Gret. Well, my Ulrich always says that bread brings people together. You know, I missed this when I was in Flanders. Why even worry about a future problem that might not even become a problem in the now? Let's enjoy the now. I missed this when I was in Flanders. Rye bread, some meat. Just start off with some almonds. They don't have bread in Flanders? Where's Flanders? North, down by the sea. It's where the miller's windmill came from. It's true. They have whole fields of them where the land is flat. I want to see them. Father Gernot eats a white bread, does he not? Yes, the finest wheat is used for the abbot's bread. Why? The abbot is a very important man, Paul. Yes, but why? He's already collecting taxes. Why should he have the best of the food? Well, best, I guess. If you prefer rye over wheat, then fine. We have a bread in my home that we call injera. We make it thin, round and wide, and we put our food on top of it. We eat it with almost every meal. As you love the bread of your home, so I miss mine. Well, let's eat some bread. Yum, 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 yum. Ooh, what's the recipe? Maybe we could make it. Oh, thank you, but no. We use a fine grain that does not grow here, called teff. And I do hope that you find our local bread satisfying, Brother Sebat. I do enjoy it, perhaps too much. I am becoming too accustomed to life in Rome, even life in these mountains. In truth, I can no longer remember the taste of injera, not even the feeling of it in my mouth. Oh. It is the great danger that comes with the blessing of travel, living a life between worlds. I guess I'm the only one with food left. I'll nom on some cheese. I don't want to talk about bread anymore. It's so boring. Bread. Don't be rude, Bert. I did say I would tell a story. Children, have you ever seen a Bible? Father Thomas? Oh. Yeah, Father Thomas has one. It's huge. My dad has one. It was printed in Bamberg. Very good. This is a Bible from my home that I brought to give to the abbots. Andreas, do you have a favorite story to illustrate from the Bible? To illustrate from the Bible, huh? Not my favorite story, but a favorite story to illustrate. Jacob wrestling with the angel? No. Did he actually really wrestle with an angel? Isn't that kind of a wonky translation that I don't really know if he did? Because wasn't that basically the story where the angels told him to go somewhere and they wouldn't hurt him, but then he went and then an angel showed up and they tried to hurt/kill him and he wrestled with the angel or something? I don't know. The Annunciation when Gabriel appears to Mary. No angels. Elijah and the chariots of fire. Now let's go with Adam and Eve at the tree of knowledge of the good and evil. Yes, at the beginning of it all, the fall of man. It is good for us to be reminded of what we lost in Eden. To always strive for something better. Don't linger in the past, move forward, strive for betterment. Kind of, maybe? I don't know. Now then, children, do you know of the story of Jesus feeding the multitudes? Fish and loaves! My mom and dad make loaves. They sure do. This is from our Bible, how we tell the story of how Jesus fed thousands from only a few fish and a few loaves of bread. Why is everyone brown? Well, because that's what they look like in... Well, was it Ethiopia it was from? Yes. But children don't understand this. Because where I am from, everyone looks like me. Why? Because... Why is everyone here white? Because I don't think there's enough science in the world to really explain it at this juncture in time. Enough science in the world. Of course the science is there, but the minds aren't. They're not really looking into it. Because we all are as God has made us. That's a good answer. I know Tassing seems big to you, but the world is so much bigger than we can imagine. There are many people of many different colors all over the world. Yes, at this time they had barely started to know about the Americas. There are places where no one looks like you or me. It's true. Really? It's true. In Flanders, I saw ships arrive from the New World. Oh, I thought you were gonna go straight to the Asian countries. That's a little bit closer. The people look and dress very differently from us. Differently from Brother Sebat. Differently. They make art out of gold that is so beautiful it outshines the greatest works of the Christian world, and you will probably be burned at the cross for saying that. Brother Seba, did you know the Baron who was murdered? Bert? It came up when I was visiting the Druckers. I'm sorry, Marie. There is nothing to apologize for. We can't shield them from the world forever. That is true. You cannot shield children from the world for too long, or they're gonna grow up and... Oh, you're still eating. I thought you were eating a rock or something. And that will just do them more harm than good. The world will eat them up. Spit them out. It's not a pretty sight. I did not know him, Bert. But do you know the story of Lazarus? No? He was a friend of Jesus. He became sick and he died. Died. Hat. What? But Jesus brought his followers to Lazarus' tomb. He prayed to God, and when they opened the tomb, Lazarus emerged, returned from the dead. Jesus can bring people back from the dead? He can, Bert. One day Jesus will bring us all back from the dead. Everyone who has ever lived and died will come together and be resurrected on Judgment Day. My hat? Aw. My hat. Right. She did say that Anna did like to steal my hat. It is kind of cute. Say nothing. She looks so... Come on, Andreas. Even the Romans? Oh, he likes the hat. Yes, the Romans too. Why did you ask about the Romans? Probably because they crucified Jesus? I saw one come out of their tomb like Lazarus. Oh, or that. But you're talking about someone in the ruins, aren't you? The aqueduct, because we've also seen someone flirting about there. Huh? Paul? Think we need to talk a little bit more, Paul. What do you mean, Paul? Well, the ruins below the mill, they're Romans. And they all died a long time ago. Well, they didn't all die. They just, you know, became different countries and empires. I mean, the Roman lineage is still there. They're just not called Romans anymore. But I saw one come out the other night. They were in white, like Lazarus. Let's stop telling stories, Paul. And you shouldn't have been outside at night. I need to talk to Paul. Andreas, what does he mean? I think I may have seen something similar the other evening, actually. What? Really? Where? The same place, by the Roman ruins, or the ruins of the aqueducts. Maybe Paul did see a spirit of some kind. No, we still believe that's a man. Because we weren't the only one who saw it. Wasn't it Till who also saw it? We saw it when we were talking with Till. speaking with still. And then someone flopped by in the background, and we definitely were not the only one who saw it. It is a very dire omen if that is what he saw. I will pray on this. Ah, apologies for that, ladies, but thank you for sharing a meal with me today. I will be leaving for Rome soon, but I am glad to have spent some time with you and your children. Oh, thank you, Brother Sebat. It was wonderful. Don't forget to stop by the bakery before you go. I'm sure my husband will want to see you before you go. I will. God grant you all health. 17 hours remain until what? I should get some sleep or break into the library. Break into the library. We are gonna break into the library, or we're never gonna get any answers. Let's see, we need to go into the church, and then we need to go into the... Oh shit. Oh shit, yep, exactly. Matthew is the abbey's... So what? How do you even pronounce that? Give me a moment. Pronunciation, please. How to pronounce circulator? No? Stupid freaking Google? How to pronounce Is this gonna be a flashbang site? Yes, it is. That doesn't help much. Oh, ouch. Whatever.
Circulator.
That's not the word I was looking for. God damn it. They all keep coming back to circulator. I don't want to know how to pronounce circulator. Also, can web pages please stop using white as a background?
Circator.
Well, that's very AI. Whatever, Circator, Circator. Circator! Monk responsible for making rounds in the abbey to make certain everyone is where they are supposed to be, doing what they are supposed to do. Well, crap. I have to keep out of sight until he has passed. It's a good thing he can't see very well. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Yes, very sneaky, Andreas. Do. And let's go down into the crypt immediately. I feel I should be safe here. Now, if I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now. I don't care. Enter the library. I need to find stuff from in here. Search the nun's records. Baron and the nun. I guess these are the... I can only go here. I'm guessing this would be to the scriptorium. Up here, I have no idea what's up there. Probably more books. Because you don't really have that many books, do you? Okay, let's read. What's this? The Herbis Cambriae. On the herbs of Wales. On the herbs of Wales. Okay. Southernwood. Mugwort. The writer is Cadphilus of Salopia. I don't believe I've heard of him. Interesting. He writes about butcher's broom. The Greeks used it to aid with urination and defecation. Oh, okay. This author claims it can also help with the reduction of swelling. He seems to be speaking from experience. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Okay. But I... literally... Oh, okay. Never mind. I could go up. It was not very clear. Okay, we have some papers over here. What do we have here? Oh. A bifolium from the Mysteria Astra. I've read a number of treatises on astronomy, but I've never heard of this one. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements and their basic relationship to alchemy. Well, we need something to connect the zodiac signs to Greek letters as well. Each sign is governed by one of the 4 elements. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water sign. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are the earth signs, and so on. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger texts. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Wait. That's the connection between the astrological symbols on Ferenc cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel. If I turn the wheel to the element that matches the sign, I can decipher the note he left. Most excellent. Good. So that's one mystery deepened. Or maybe shed some light on. One mystery undeepened? Well, this is most curious. Historia de Labyrintho Librorium. History of the... something labyrinth? Account of the labyrinth of books. Okay. I've heard tales of some incredible libraries across Christendom, but a labyrinth? Wait, isn't this... No, this is not the... This is not Kirseau Abbey, is it? No, I think it might be. If only this text box wasn't here, I would be able to see. There you go. Is it? No, it wasn't. It was just kind of similar. Okay. I'd love to get lost in such a place. I'll have to see if I can borrow this book when I have some free time. So what else am I looking for? I'm looking for records about Sister Matilda. And yeah, I think that's it. I decided to risk entering the library to search through the records of the sisters. There must be some clue here about which sister was harmed during Lawrence Rothwoger's last visit. Yeah, I think that's going to be Sister Matilda. Definitely. Because I had reason to believe so. I don't remember quite what, but yes, it was Sister Matilda. I'll have to go back and check that actually. No, go up, Andreas. Keep going up. We're at the very top now. And the Lush Tabuco. So this looks promising. The Familiares of the Sisters of Kirseau Abbey. Abbey, yes. Oh, hello. Gertrude, Cecilia, Hildegard, Katarina, Data Illuminata. Let's go directly to where we need to go. Oh. Well, maybe it's not Matilda then. She died in 1481, right? Because I think L is 50. That was 1400. Wait, LVI? That's really how you... Huh? Shouldn't that be LVIV then? Whatever. Tell me. Mother Catherine was the first to enter records, it looks like, almost 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard from the Golderich family in Ravensburg. Quite wealthy. It looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. Studiosa var evidence. Sister Cecilia. August Domini, whatever. Sister Cecilia Adelheid? Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They are one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money to Kirseau every year. More than my family sees in 10. Okay, good for them, I guess. They can do whatever the hell they want with their money. Everyone can do whatever the hell they want with their money. As long as you get it legally. If you get it illegally, well then screw you. Sister Gertrude, thank you. From Hoff, the herbalist. Yes. Her father is an apothecary. Well, that kind of explains it. Ah, here's Matilda. Never mind. Here's Matilda. Let's take her last. Oh, this should be interesting. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline from the Capocci family in Perugia. It looks like they have some connection to Kirseau through an old abbot, Rudolf. Her family donates money to the abbey every year as well. Okay. Sister Sophia. Sophie from Birgitz. Have we not seen Sophie? I guess not. She might be hiding in the parts of the Cloister Abbey, female part of the abbey we're not allowed to go. Her family is poor, but they donated flour. Lisbeth Oblate. She's from Utrecht. Again, someone we haven't seen. It looks like she had an eventful life before coming here. Married with a child, and both died. Aww. Her merchant family has some connection to Kirseau through the Kaufmanns of Rothenburg ob der Tauber. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, a free imperial city and home... A free imperial city and home to several holy chivalric orders and monasteries. The city was a gathering point for pilgrims, Catholic and Protestant alike. Was? Margareta. Sister Marguerite. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. Right. Who said she smelled something. Something of moss and rose and sulfur? She didn't want to scream and wake anyone because she thought it was the devil or a demon. Yep, I remember that. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Ooh. Well, that's kind of that sucks, but that's basically a why not scenario, I guess, because she would probably go blind eventually anyway. Wealthy peasant family, they donated wool and a pasture in Krimmel. Sister Sedana, this should be good. Who was Sedana? Was that the first one we tried to borrow a book from before Sister Illuminata pushed her out of the way? They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. I see. So, privilege of the wealthy. So, Matilda Oblate. Yes, the nun's cellarer. Cellarer? Silara? Appointed official in a monastery responsible for maintaining food supplies and for maintaining the grounds. She came from Kempton. Merchant family, they donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. Ooh, very nice. Wasn't dye kind of expensive back then? Quite thoughtful. I will have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Let's not think about how we're gonna explain how I know stuff. But yes. Also, just noticed, every number here is in Roman numerals except for 1515. Why? Guess you don't want to do MCC. No, that would be... What the hell is 500? I don't remember. Was it? No. Not D, right? No. Huh? I don't remember. I don't remember. Tell me about this. This note says that Sister Matilda left the abbey for several months. Why would she go to a hermitage? Seems strange that she is the only entry with such a note. Yes, and with actual Arab numbers? Arabic numbers? Because we got them from the Middle East / Arabia, right? Latin letters, Arabic numerals, I think. The date's 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died. Which means it was around the time that Baron Rothvogel visited. This has to be it. Matilda must be the nun the Baron harmed on his last visit. We still don't know how he harmed her, what happened. I think we might need to talk to Sister Matilda. I should talk to Mother Cecilia again, and maybe Sister Matilda as well. Yeah, probably go to Matilda first. Otherwise, Cecilia might flip out and kind of keep her away from us. So definitely go to Matilda. No, it's not Sister Matilda. Yeah, no. Speak with Matilda. I think that's the best way to go. Near the top of the library, I found a record of admissions for the nuns. There was a note about Sister Matilda staying at the hermitage for several months after Baron Rothvogel's last visit. His last visit? I should ask Mother Cecilia or Sister Matilda about this. The Baron and the nun? Yep, near the top of the library. I should ask Sister Matilda about her stay at the hermitage following Baron Rothvogel's last visit. It can't be just a coincidence. I think she works in the convent garden during the day. Yes, I shall do that. I should do just that. Oh, hello? Uh-oh. Hey! You're not supposed to be in here. Nor are you. What in the... Oh. That's why. Well, good for you fellas. Shit. What am I going to do now? Well, yes, you should speak with them openly in good faith as men of reason. Sure. I mean, I'm probably gonna slip up anyway, and then it's gonna become a whole thing, so better to just deal with it now. But also this, they are, it is a dangerous business in a few ways. They won't be happy about me being here. I'll have to choose my words very carefully. I can either just go for it, or I can sit here while they bang. Or I can interrupt them. Going to admit that a small tiny part of my brain immediately went to, how can I use this? We all have a little devil inside of us, don't we? Thing is, if I wait for them, or if I wait for them and just get out of here without them presumably catching me, and if I later on need something from Matthew or anything like that, and then I say, well, I saw you, he can just, you didn't see anything. Whereas if I talk to them now, we may come to an understanding, and they can know I'm on their side, and maybe they can do a little something for me, but it can also backfire spectacularly. No, screw it, we're gonna talk to him. Ooh. Hello. Oh, well, hello. Good evening. What? What are you doing here? Andreas, what is the meaning of this? Did you follow us in here? What should I say? This is a delicate situation, to be sure. They're understandably concerned. If their tryst is discovered, they could be expelled from Kirseau, and most likely worse. I like both of these. I mean, because it's none of my business. And also I'm looking for clues about the murder, so I can save Pierre's life. But that could also come across as me being a little bit kind of threatening. Oh, do you know anything? You better tell me something, and better tell me what you know, or I'm gonna expose you. Which I wouldn't do that. I don't like that. Of course, this is basically my inner monologue, so we'll go with suggest we go our separate ways. Yes, interesting. That might assuage both of their concerns. I assume Matthew will be the more concerned of the two, but maybe we can work something out. You know, I don't care what you are up to. That's between you and God. And I doubt God cares, because God is all about, well, now, since the Last Testament, he's maybe not all about, but more about peace, love, and forgiveness. He was a straight up motherfucking bastard in the Old Testament. You cannot dispute that. He was a vengeful asshole in the Old Testament. Look at him the wrong way? Well, you and your family and basically everyone you know and all your relatives are gonna get fucked up the ass hard. But they weren't fucked up the ass, they were killed. These days it's more like, I don't care. Just love me, have Jesus in your heart, and we're square. Also follow the 10 Commandments, kind of. But yeah, he was an asshole. Not so much now. And we're in the now part. So, I don't care what you two are up to. That's between you and God. It's certainly not the abbot's business, right? Let a man's business be his own, that's what I say. Oh, good. I'm glad you understand, Andreas. And what are your plans now, fair-minded one? I mean, I have no other plans than leaving. No one has to know anything that happened here. Fine. but there are conditions. I know you're eager to finish your masterpiece as well as your commission from the abbot. Both of which would be difficult if you were expelled from the abbey on credible suspicion of theft from the library. You're blackmailing me, you fucking asshole? Oh, surely that isn't necessary. I disagree. Andreas? I mean, a secret for a secret? Sure. If that's all it's gonna be. Well, a secret for a secret. I mean, they don't know if they can trust me or not, so I get that. It's a backup, you know? I shouldn't feel... yes. That is fine. Viewed from that point of view, fine. A secret for a secret. I accept. Yeah, you are a good man, Andreas Mahler. I try to be. That's the most I can do. Can strive and try to be a good man. No matter how well you do or how well you try, sometimes you're gonna fall off the wagon, step off the road, take a wrong turn. But you can make up for it, most of the time. Just try your best. Then we are agreed. We should go. Good night, Andreas. You gonna go bang? Wait, you're leaving that way? So you're gonna have to unlock the door. Can you lock the door from the outside? Or will you leave the door open? Unlocked. And make the sisters suspicious. Excuse? Yeah, so now I can basically walk straight in here, but... What the hell? Why? Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon. I'm a little nervous about this girl. Sabine? Oh, don't worry yourself over it. I barely knew your mother before we were married. Not a good way to build a relationship, but sure. Besides, you need a wife if you're going to start your workshop as a master. That's the law. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No, of course not. I'm dedicated. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure. Oh, all right. Can I go to other houses? Hello, Sabine, you're kind of cute. Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. Maybe that's why she's not talking, because he can't imagine what she sounds like. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Do you really want to get married to a stranger? Oh, or he can kind of imagine what she sounds like. Why should that matter? Right, everyone keeps saying that. That's why I'm saying it to you now. because I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. Huh. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. Well, I suppose that is true. Well, until then. Oh, we're here again. Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you have graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kirseau Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. Well, in addition to having no motive and violence not being part of his character, he is not physically capable of the acts. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a toothbrush, paintbrush, not the toothbrush, but probably a toothbrush too, if they had any, a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. Still, he could have pushed him into the wall. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. Well, yeah, I do not deny that it is possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So what do you intend to do about it? Well, when I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe that he will see that there are much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? Yes and yes. And I have to say, Brother Pierre's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders also honors his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He is right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Oh, why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lawrence Rothvogel anyway? Because powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the entire abbey. Oh no, the abbey! Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas's ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Reason? Ha! When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. So authority, I guess. Despite your talent, you are merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. Well, if reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, then what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Above all, faith in Providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? Well, there were other people in Kirseau and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. Prior Ferenc feared the Baron would report his occult interests to Inquisitors. How so? Well, Prior Ferenc and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Kirseau. When Ferenc refused, the Baron threatened to turn him in to the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, actually. A letter from Ferenc to the Baron in which he discusses all of these matters, which I now realize could actually be planted evidence. It is a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Yeah, forget the soul. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed. All for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant. That's what I say. No. We're well aware. The lust for knowledge can be as dangerous as any other desire. It can. If anyone else has the font of the knowledge you seek, you can go to desperate lengths and actions to gain that for yourself. But I've read many of the same books that Prior Ferenc has. Prior Ferenc. Most of them are harmless nonsense. That is not the position of the Church, who views these matters suspiciously in the best of circumstances. Prior Ferenc feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? Well, I am not certain when it comes to that. I haven't found anything that I think he could have used as a weapon. It will be a challenge to convince the Archdeacon that a Prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Ferenc is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the Archdeacon. Are there any others you suspect? I found no other suspects. I have inklings, the widow and the sister. You have brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God that we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Yes, thank you. You told me about finding a murder weapon. You always need a murder weapon. Well, thank you, Your Majesty. I am prepared to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. But you need not tell him everything. I think I understand. There is a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right, no point throwing everyone waist deep into shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I must. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. And also with you, Your Majesty. I see. Oh, we skipped the entire prime. Because I guess we were too sleepy from reading shit. I should find someone to eat with. And who the hell would I want to eat with today? There seems to be a brother from the Abbey here to see me, but I guess we'll see who that is next time. Leaving this here, it seems that the Archdeacon is coming today. I hope that's not him. Because I wanna go talk to Sister Matilda. At least, and also see if I can't decipher the whole thing in the book with the Volvel from Prior Ferenc. I have things to do today. So we'll see what happens next time. As always, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. Please take care of yourself, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!